welcome to another episode of Shooting
the Shit with Rachel
and Neal Young. So we're talking all things real estate photography business growth, mindset, and getting it done. Here come your favorite true entrepreneurs, Rachel and Neal Young, shooting the shit.
I have a ferret on the podcast. Like if we're kind of in a slump, like what kind of things do you do?
Talking about a boob light.
Straddling a power line.
Nice photo.
Ooh, I need that.
I'm like red right now because I'm embarrassed. I go like this. I love it.
Come in.
Sure, use your podcast voice.
You know, over here, I'm pitting out.
Drone's like flipping to the ground.
That's a great callback.
Chit-chatting.
Is that what you call that? Hey!
This episode is brought to you by my admin. Well, HD Photo Hub, which is basically like having an admin.
That's right. And it's not just a delivery platform. It's a powerhouse designed to make your work shine. From stunning teaser videos and social media reels to custom property websites and polished printable flyers, HD Photo Hub automates it all so you can focus on what matters, growing your business.
That's right. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Today, you might be excited to hear that you could end up having Rachel answering your phones with a little AI tool here. Now, Rachel's super excited about this cool system that we're going to chat with you about to help get rid of some of the processes, some of the stuff that wastes your time so that you can focus on the more important tasks. So diving into a really cool tool that Rachel heard about recently and is headlong into already, I think, right, Rach?
Yeah, I set it up on Saturday and got running and I'm loving it. So I wanted to share it with the people because I think it's fantastic. So what kind of sparked this was PMRE. We learned a lot about AI and there are a lot of tools out there that we can utilize in our businesses that will just kind of eliminate some of those tasks that I'm having my assistant and my virtual assistant do for me, or even tasks that I'm doing that are just kind of time sucks, that there are now solutions for that are AI that we should be implementing into our businesses. And I am all about like, how can I maximize my money that I'm putting out and how can I maximize everyone's time so that I can take that time that my VA and my assistant are saving to put towards higher value tasks. So I saw an ad on Instagram not too long ago about this email sorting AI software that basically like sorts all your emails and then it drafts these emails for you. And it doesn't send them, but it drafts them and then you have to approve it before you send it. But I thought, oh my gosh, how nice would that be? Like that would save me so much time because I already, honestly, I go into ChatGPT, I turn on the little talk icon and I talk into it and I'm like, please respond with this, da 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 da. And then ChatGPT will draft it for me, which is great. But that's just one extra step. So I'm like, this would be amazing. Let's do it. So, but I don't remember what that company was. I kind of forgot about it. And then all of a sudden I got an ad for Marblism, which is your AI assistant. And it doesn't, it's like your whole AI assistant team. It doesn't just do emails. Okay. So there's 6 people on your team that are all different AI specialists. First one is Eva, and Eva is your executive assistant. She does your emails and she records meetings and stuff. And then Rachel, she's the one who's going to answer your phones. Not Rachel Adkins, but Rachel, AI Rachel. Yes.
Rachel spelled different too.
Right. Yeah. And then there's Stan, who is in charge of sales, and he will get you more clients. Linda is your legal assistant, so she can write you contracts and answer legal questions. Sony is your community manager and your social media manager, so she creates social media posts. They post straight from the platform. It goes to, I think there's 4 different platforms you can post to, so that's pretty awesome. And then there's Penny, who is your SEO and your blog writer. So with that team of 6 people right there, that's incredibly powerful. And you can get so much done with the power of AI. Setting it up, training it on your voice, which they make it incredibly easy to onboard with them. That right there.
And like, you already went into the onboarding process for this.
Oh yeah, I'm onboarded. There's 2. I haven't onboarded the sales Stan yet or Rachel for the phones. And I don't think I'm going to do Rachel for the phones. I hate those. I'm sorry. I just have a hard time because when I call a business and it gives me the AI, hi, what would you like today? And you can tell it's AI. I'm like, oh, like it instantly makes my blood boil. So I'm having a hard time adopting that one, but we'll see. I could change my mind. It could filter people out, but I don't feel like we get enough calls to it's a problem, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's my thought about this too, is you start where you have your bottleneck, right? You might not need all these right out the bat and you don't have to do them all up front. If it sounds like a lot of work to you guys right now, like, well, what are you wasting a lot of time on that you feel like you don't need to start working on that?
Exactly. One. Yeah. So, on Saturday, I did not plan on working, but my amazing husband, I found this software Saturday morning because I got up at like 6 a.m. and I was kind of tooling around and I ran into this and I was like, oh, I've seen ads. They're like little superheroes. They're comic
Yeah, yeah,
cartoons is kind of their
yeah. It's very
marketing. Yeah.
colorful
And I've seen
ads.
them
Yeah.
before and I was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to try that. That seems a little like it's not going to be good was my original thought, but that was months ago. Anyway, so I saw it on Saturday and I was like, I'm going to just check it out. So I watched their videos and then I signed up. And then my husband's like, babe, if you need to work today, I'm like, I just need like 4 hours. And he was like, if you need to work, work. And I was like, okay, yay. So I got 4 hours on Saturday. I feel like I really got a leg up, an extra 4
Good
hours in.
hubby right
I
there.
know.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's
thanks,
awesome.
babe. You're awesome. So yeah. So I got to work. I got to get this set up. I got onboarded. I got to play with a couple of them. And I was seriously blown away with how good this really is. And this is just the beginning.
Rach, can you imagine if you had to go back to a world pre-HD Photo Hub?
Oh, no way. No, HG Photo Hub literally saved my life during the COVID craze. With
Yeah.
online ordering, their invoicing, the photo delivery, the Google integration, and just having everything on one platform, HD Photo Hub really does it all. And I cannot imagine my business without it.
Same. Pre-HD Photo Hub, I feel like I was just spending all my time chasing my own tail. It was horrible. The good news is our listeners get a special deal. If you enter the code STS, you're going to get 10 free full marketing kit deliveries. Remember, enter the code STS.
It's only going to get better. I do want to go through each one of these with you guys just to kind of
Yeah, let's do that.
explain who they are and what they do for you. So Eva, she is your executive assistant and she is going to go through and filter all of your emails. So they set up labels for each email. So it's either going to be, there's a bunch of labels, you can decide if you want those or not. But the main ones are like, if it's a newsletter, if it's marketing, if it's a lead, like an FYI, invoice, there's a whole bunch you can set up. There's ones that are urgent to respond. And they're different colors. So it just makes it so easy when you open your inbox, everything's labeled with different colors and just at a glance, you can see what you have going on. Cause that's the part to me that's so overwhelming with emails. When I pop in and I have this long list of emails, I'm like, oh my gosh. And 80% of them are just junk or newsletters or things that really don't matter. Like with this, having, my FYIs are in yellow. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I can really tell which ones I need to look at and which one need my attention and which ones don't. So it's great.
My understanding too is that, I think you mentioned this, but this system also can will draft an email for you that you can then just like do the final tweak and send or something.
I'm getting there. Yes, it can.
That's what I
So
wanted
it drafts
to hear.
your emails. It goes back and looks at the last 100 emails that you responded to. So it learns your voice and it's constantly updating that and learning from your voice, even though like once it hears your voice, it's drafting it. So I change them a little bit. It also links to your Google Calendar. So if someone's like, hey, do you have availability on Friday? The draft will draft it up. It'll look at your calendar. It'll say, I have an opening from 1 to 3 on Friday, which is awesome, right? Like if you really are sticking to your calendar, which I'm kind of bad about, it's really great. It's really great to have that feature on. It also can record meetings for you and take notes and email notes to you and the other participant. I haven't tried this out yet, but it works with if it's linked to your Gmail account. I think they can do Outlook too and something else that you can link to. You can also link to as many email addresses as you want. You can have this. She can be
cool.
your AI assistant for 10 inboxes if you wanted. It's pretty amazing. So there's no limit on the amount of spaces that you can have in there for now. I did the onboarding call yesterday and I said, so I could manage my client's social media in here and have like 20 different workspaces. And he was like, yeah, as of now, we're not charging extra. He goes, we do have one client who has like 100 workspaces. So we'll probably put a cap on it eventually. He's like, I think we're losing money. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like you are. Anyway, so Eva is amazing. I think I kind of covered everything. I've been using her since Saturday and I just linked her to my personal email yesterday. So I was like, this is great. I just wanted to test it out on my business and see how it was. But yeah, it's been saving me a ton of time. Oh, one more feature too. I don't think I mentioned this. You can set it up for one of the labels to like if you want to put all your marketing emails, archive them instantly and you don't want to see those, you can set it to automatically archive all those marketing emails. But I didn't do that because I like the marketing stuff.
Yeah, I totally need to like unsubscribe from all of my like LL Beam ads and stuff that I never look at. I just spend the whole time just deleting them and I waste time on that. So I need to just go unsubscribe or just have it auto categorize that.
I feel that for sure. But there are some ads that I want to see. I'm like, I like getting ads sometimes and seeing what's out there, it's not the worst. So
yeah. It is fun. And I do like to see some ads too. It's fun just to see skills and techniques of ads. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, clever. How they got my attention
Yeah.
that way,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay. So
Yeah.
next up, we're going to talk about Rachel. She answers your phones. She's your receptionist. And it is EL.
RACHEL.
It's not AEL. So she's not as cool as me, but she's
Not as
pretty darn
cool.
close. So she learns about your business. I haven't set her up and I don't think I'm going to. I just, like I said, I'm not we don't have enough phone calls for it to make sense for my business, but she can be kind of that automated voice that gives information about your business. And then you can set her up to transfer the phone to you when you want, but they give you a phone number that links to Rachel. So it's not your own personal business line. I don't know how that works yet.
Oh,
That's one thing I'll have to look into a little further if I decide to move forward with her. But as of now, I'm like, we have a business phone line and I'm not changing it again because we just changed it like 2 years ago. So next up is Stan. I still need to onboard Stan, but I am really excited about Stan. He's your sales guy. So he drafts up. They've got some email templates. They pull information from your website and your social media to fill in these email templates that are like a 3-sequence email that will go out. So one will go out one day, one goes out 2 days later, and one goes out 2 days later. And then you can put your own email scripts in there too if you have them, if you want to send those out. But basically he scours, they have like 100,000 leads all around the world or the country. I think it's all around the world, but you pick your demographics of who you want to target. So we would obviously put in like Seattle realtors, whatever, and Kirkland, Bothell, all the cities around Seattle, and then it would send out emails to those people. So, and it gets you leads. So I'm really excited about that one. You can also put lists in there. So like if you do an event and then you want to import that list and then just start getting them on that email sequence, you can do that as well. Next up is Linda. Linda's your legal assistant. And I haven't really,
she sounds serious.
I had a client, like I have my contract set up in my HT Photo Hub. People agree to my licensing agreement when they sign up for a shoot. They agree to the cancellation fee, if whatever. So mine's all set in there. So I don't really very often have to have people write contracts. But we did kind of a one-off little design job that we're doing on Saturday, and that gal asked for a contract. So I was thinking this would be a good opportunity to try out Linda.
Might be good too for hires and stuff like that,
Yeah.
for hiring all the different stuff they got to sign off on, depending if they're independent contractors or whatnot. That could be cool. That could be useful.
Okay. And then Sony, I probably have used Sony the most. She's the social media manager. She's amazing. Oh my gosh, Neal. Like, okay. So you've got a little chat section and you just say, or she comes on, you link it to your Instagram and your website. So they pull all the information off there. So they kind of look at what your past posts are. They look at the style of your posts, the fonts, the colors, everything. And it pulls all that in. And you can see it, like once it pulls all that information in, you can go look at like what it's analyzing for like your tone of voice. And I read what my tone of voice is that it analyzed from my website and from my videos. It was crazy accurate. I was like, wow. First off, I would have never been able to prompt it the way that it prompted itself to like explain my voice and who I am as a business owner.
How did it explain it and what did it say?
My primary tone is professional yet approachable, direct and efficient, maintains warmth while being business focused, casual professionalism with friendly undertones. Communication style, conversational and informal register, direct, no nonsense approach, friendly but not overly familiar, solution oriented and action focused. Sentence structure and length. Mix of short, punchy sentences and medium length explanatory ones. Average 10 to 15 words per sentence. Frequent use of simple, clear statements. Occasional longer sentences for detailed explanation, 20 to 25 words. Vocabulary and word choice. Simple, accessible business language. Minimal jargon. Industry terms used sparingly. Active voice predominant. Practical, concrete terminology. Occasional casual expression. Haha, ASAP.
That's funny.
I know. It's so
gosh.
detailed. Like, would you ever think to write all this? No.
No, I wouldn't even know like to think of the pace of the words per sentence on average, that kind of thing. For me, it would be like 30 words per sentence usually does a run on.
Yeah. So this is my email. Sorry. This is my email guidelines. So if I go to the social media, it's probably going to be different. Colors are black, white, the green and soft tan, desaturated gold and medium gray. Background gradient used in several image transitions from deep gray to white, tan at the top. Lighting for studio portraits, use very bright, diffuse lighting with minimal shadows for flat, even exposure and crisp subject separation from white backgrounds. For environmental photos or testimonials, use soft, natural, or studio lighting, maintaining a warm, professional tone. Composition, center subjects whenever possible. Visual hierarchy is clean and intentional. Group shots, direct arrangement in a straight line or slightly staggered. Everyone engaged with the viewer. Our camera subject. I mean, there's a lot more. It just goes on and on. Filters and image treatment, minimal clean editing, which is spot on. Increase brightness and contrast slightly for a crisp modern look. Desaturate slightly if needed to avoid overly vivid colors, but keep skin tones natural.
So it's like thinking about if it were to create content for you that was like a fake
Right.
photo or something, it would match that style that you normally do for your
Right.
real photos.
So, okay. So here's what Sony, your social media manager, does for you. She basically, there's a chat where you can chat with her. She'll be like, hey, let me come up with 5 ideas for you this week to post on social media. And then she brings up 5 ideas. And then she's like, would you like me to create one of these for you? And you say, yes, create number 3. And then she creates a picture, which you can upload media into the media section and she'll pull from that media. Or you can upload a photo before you tell her do number 3. You can upload a photo and say, use this image. And then she'll write you the caption. She'll write the hashtags. And then you can go over to the posts tab and it'll be in there. And then you can schedule it on the scheduler. You just like drag it onto the calendar for the day that you want to post it. And you can post that to Facebook, to Instagram, to LinkedIn, or Google, or all of them.
Will they actually take action on their own? Like, can you set it up to say
the schedule
every week, pull 10 things from this folder and schedule it?
Yeah, you can say every Monday I want you to do like a tip for realtors on how to prep a home and schedule it to go out at 9 a.m. and it will create the post and go out. You can also schedule it and say, don't post it. I want to approve it, but it'll put it on the calendar for that day too.
Yep.
It's pretty freaking slick.
Yeah. And so that was one of the ones when I first heard about it, I was like, well, is this just like a little bit like they did the work for you and it's just a bunch of GPTs they made. And I tried to figure out what the difference was. And my understanding is the difference is it's more than just a GPT because these AI employees, if you will, can actually take action. They're not just you tell it to do something, it makes it. They can automatically create those emails for you. It can automatically create the posts for you. So it can actually do things, take actual action, one step above just talking to ChatGPT and telling it, make me a document, whatever, which is interesting. It's a lot more powerful that way. And that it can integrate directly with other platforms like your email and all that, which is pretty cool.
So by linking all of these social accounts, like you should be posting on Google. Google is your SEO builder. You should be posting on there often, just like you do on Instagram and Facebook. So the fact that it has that integration to me is huge because I post on Google, but I have to go do it manually every time. And it's annoying. I'm like, I always forget. It doesn't happen consistently. So this helps to keep you consistent. I also, on the call yesterday, I asked him, I said, can you upload your own videos and your own reels in here and then schedule them? And he said, yes. You just go and upload it in and ask it to write you a caption about whatever the video is about and it'll create it for you. And then you can add that to the schedule to post it. Or you can download, like a lot of the graphics that they create are awesome. They're great. I was like, these look amazing. And they're all in my fonts and my colors and my, they're very on brand because they've already looked at my Instagram. Yeah, you can actually just download the photo too and copy and paste that stuff right into Instagram. If you have a different platform if you want to do it in the business suite, or if you have another platform that you use to schedule content, you can just download it from here. So you don't have to use the scheduler. I haven't actually used the scheduler. I haven't had them post anything for me yet because we do it a different way. Yeah. But I've definitely used it for ideas and the ideas are good. It's like, these are different. I like this. And I'm going to play with it. I did a couple broker presentations that I had transcribed. We recorded them and I transcribed them. And I want to copy and paste that in here and see if she can learn from that because they're all pretty much value-based presentations. So stuff that I can maybe add in for my social content. So Sony does a lot. I've been very impressed with the quality that I'm getting from her for social media posts and the ideas in general. So it saves a ton of time. One of the hardest things for us with social media is coming up with ideas, which we shouldn't have problems because we have AI, but it still seems to be a pain point for the team. So this just kind of eliminates that. And then writing the captions and stuff, it's like, duh, so easy. Done, And who reads the captions? Honestly. I don't think many people do, to be real. I think social media has gotten just so like you just swipe just to be entertained and to look at fun stuff. I don't even know how impactful I think carousels are great. They don't have carousels right now, but they're coming out with that in Q1. next year, just so you know. So carousels are coming. And then I think they said reels are coming as well, like little videos. So in Q1. So that's exciting. But right now it's just static posts, or you can upload your own video, but it does give you lots of good ideas. But I think, for us, I told my assistant, I was like, let's just do like 3 of these a week and then infill with all of our own reels, our clients' reels and stuff that we want to showcase throughout the rest of the week. So we might be doing 7 posts a week instead of just 5.
Yeah. Give you a good baseline, right?
Yeah. And that's just consistent stuff that's always going out.
Psst. Sorry to interrupt. If you haven't heard, Rach and I are using Pixl CRM.
Pixl CRM isn't just another boring tool. It's basically your business's best friend. With Pixl CRM, you can automate your lead generation, follow-ups, client communication, and stay top of mind with email campaigns. And there's just so much more.
And if you want, you can try it out today. Just go to pixlcrm.com/STS, and you're going to get the first month of Pixl CRM free.
Last but not least is Penny. And Penny is your SEO blog writer, and she's fantastic. So she links to your website. So my website is hosted on Wix, and I just hooked her up, and she will create same way you do the social media posts. She looks at your website, looks at your Instagram, looks at your industry, pulls the information from all different sources, and creates these blog posts for you. And you can ask her, like, please make this one Kirkland, or like the city specific, like make it Seattle, add Seattle in the title or in the blog post, and she'll do that. It's pretty amazing. There's pictures that they add in there. You can switch them out for your own photos if you want. You can add links. It's pretty great. And once they're written, you can go in and edit them or fix them however you want. Like if you want to type in and fix it, you can do that in real time, which is pretty cool.
So will it just spit out, one for every week of the year, and you can go look at them right now, basically?
Yeah, you can schedule them. Same thing like your social media posts. If you want to do one a day for the next 30 days, you could have them all go out. It takes like 2 to 3 months for that to catch up with the SEO before it starts making you rank higher. I was just blown away when I saw this. And you guys, it's $29 a month for this.
That's the thing I wanted to say. There's some I did look into some competition for that, and I tried to see, what else is out there. And I think that was the biggest thing about this one was just how straightforward the pricing is. A lot of other ones were like these credits and these, you got to do this and that. And this was just straightforward. Like, this is what it costs. And it's flat. There's no, like, right now anyway, no limit on anything. It's not holding you that you can only, do 5 emails a week or anything. There's nothing complicated like that. It's just flat, use it, which I thought was great. Very smart.
So far it's been great for me. I'm enjoying it. Maybe we'll do like a recap or have the owner on or something as a guest. But I did become an affiliate too. All right. Well, if you have not hired AI employees yet for your business, check it out. Click the link below. Just give it a try. I think you could probably try it out for a month. And if you don't like it, you can cancel anytime. So they have 24-hour support. It's been great. So I'm loving it.
Cool. Now, if I had one suggestion for them, though, they have a Rachel AI assistant. They really should have a Neal, Neal, though, and it just does like corny dad jokes, just to get you through your day.
I think that would be a huge value add for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Have a great day, guys.
Well, see you on the next one.